Did you actually see the ball touch the wire by your own eyes?
Many on the bench reacted immediately. They saw it. I was not one of them, but many of them saw it.
What do you make of FIFA's communique saying that the chip that was able to detect touch by a hair is not able to detect the...
No, but I can't say anything about that because FIFA, if there's been no sound or there has been no in the chip, what can I say against that? But the ball drops down straight from heaven, says everyone, including Örjan, who is the goalie, including the guy who's gonna receive the ball, including I saw another way just then, so I wonder also what happened. So I think it's pretty clear that it did, and it was a strange thing.
One moment changed everything, and now fans everywhere are asking the same question. Did a major officiating mistake cost Norway a place in the World Cup semi-final, or is the outrage getting ahead of the facts? The quarterfinal between England and Norway has sparked intense debate after a controversial incident that many believe had a huge impact on the match. It all started deep into first-half stoppage time at Miami Stadium. Norway was leading 1-0 after Andreas Schelderup found the net with a composed finish in the 36th minute, standing toe-to-toe with one of the tournament favourites. As play restarted, Norwegian goalkeeper Ørjan Nyland sent a long goal kick high down the field.
I feel a bit down because of a couple of incidents. First of all, before the 1-1 goal hitting the spy camera. I've never seen that before. And secondly, that Haaland thing that VAR meant was a mistake done by Haaland.
Then something unexpected happened. While the ball was still in the air, it appeared to strike the overhead spider cam rigging. Replays quickly spread across broadcasts and social media, with many viewers saying the ball suddenly changed its path and dropped unnaturally. Nyland immediately reacted, slapping the turf and appealing to French referee Clement Turpin to stop play. The reaction from Norway was immediate. Erling Haaland, goalkeeper Ørjan Nyland, and the coaching staff all protested, convinced they had seen the ball make contact with the overhead wire. They appealed for play to be stopped, but the referee allowed the match to continue. England quickly took advantage as Anthony Gordon collected the loose ball on the left, cut it inside to Jude Bellingham, and the Real Madrid midfielder finished low past Nyland to level the score just before half-time. The controversy only grew after fans pointed to IFAB Law 9, which states that if the ball touches an outside object, such as a suspended camera system, play should be stopped and restarted with a dropped ball. After the match, FIFA released a graphic saying its ball tracking technology showed no contact with the wire. That explanation has only added to the debate. Many supporters have questioned how a system praised for detecting the slightest touches could reportedly register no contact during such a visible moment. As a result, discussion around the decision has continued to spread, with fans arguing over whether the technology, the officiating, or the camera angles told the full story. As the second half unfolded, another decision became the center of attention. Norway believed they had found the goal that could have put them ahead 2-1 and changed the course of the match. Instead, the celebration was cut short as the officials ruled the goal out, creating another moment that immediately sparked debate among players, pundits, and supporters. The chance came from a dangerous corner kick.
Let's talk about the equaliser from England. Obviously, it looked like it hit the wire. FIFA then released footage of the snickometer that they've been using. That proved that it didn't hit the wire. There are now reports suggesting that the radars don't go as high as the wire. So you kind of pick your side on this. Where do you sit? Where does the Norwegian media sit?
Well, I have to correct you, Dan. You said that proved that statement from FIFA. That just proved that FIFA made a statement, say that they didn't touch, first of all.
Before the cross was delivered, Erling Haaland and an England defender were battling for position inside the penalty area. During that challenge, Haaland extended his arms while both players were competing for space, and the defender went to the ground. With the defender unable to challenge for the cross, Thorbjørn Heggem turned the ball into the net. The referee, however, decided the contact in the build-up was enough to disallow the goal, leaving Norway frustrated and fans arguing over whether the call was the right one. The stadium erupted as Norway celebrated what looked like a decisive goal, but the moment ended almost immediately when the referee blew the whistle and ruled it out. The decision was based on IFAB Law 12.
Let's say this is a court. So we have the following witnesses. Number one, Ørjan Nyland doing that ball, shooting that ball out. he was running to the referee. The whole Norwegian bench, who was just sitting just around there, were running to the referee afterwards. Erling Haaland, who was standing there, was running to the referees. So it's up to the juror. Who do you believe? Do you believe this FIFA statement? Of course it hits. I mean, it's quite easy to see. We don't have the rights to show that.
Which covers fouls involving careless, reckless, or excessive physical contact. From the official's point of view, Haaland's challenge on the defender was enough to stop play before the ball reached the goal. That decision has remained one of the biggest talking points from the match. Some viewers believe the contact was part of a normal physical battle that happens during nearly every corner kick, while others feel the referee made the correct call. Slow-motion replays show both players using their arms as they fought for position before the defender went to ground. Those same angles have led to plenty of disagreement, with fans interpreting the sequence in very different ways and continuing to debate whether the goal should have counted. Many fans argued that the defender made the most of relatively light contact in an effort to draw a foul, while others believed the referee simply interpreted the challenge as illegal.
I just want to remind you of the laws. Once the goal is given and VAR has reviewed it and said it's a goal, then that's it. They can't go back. They can't go back 5 minutes later and go and hit the wire. So in theory, if it was all done properly, VAR would have checked from that moment.
Yeah, exactly.
And there would have been evidence, and clearly there wasn't.
The incident quickly divided opinion, and even former Denmark goalkeeper Kasper Schmeichel questioned the decision, saying, "If I got pushed over like that, I'd be embarrassed." The discussion became even more complicated because of the timing of the challenge during the set piece. Some observers pointed to the IFAB laws of the game and debated how the restart should be handled depending on exactly when the contact occurred. That technical detail added another layer to the controversy, with supporters and analysts continuing to argue over whether the officials applied the laws correctly and whether Norway was unfortunate to see the goal ruled out. Many fans argued that the defender made the most of relatively light contact in an effort to draw a foul, while others believed the referee simply interpreted the challenge as illegal. The incident quickly divided opinion, and even former Denmark goalkeeper Kasper Schmeichel questioned the decision, saying, "If I got pushed over like that, I'd be embarrassed." The discussion became even more complicated because of the timing of the challenge during the set piece. Some observers pointed to the IFAB laws of the game and debated how the restart should be handled depending on exactly when the contact occurred. That technical detail added another layer to the controversy, with supporters and analysts continuing to argue over whether the officials applied the laws correctly and whether Norway was unfortunate to see the goal ruled out. As a result, Norway had to retake the corner instead of seeing the goal stand. That outcome became another major source of debate. Some fans questioned the consistency of the decision, arguing that if the officials determined the original sequence could not continue as played, forcing a retake while also wiping out the goal felt difficult to reconcile. Others maintained that the restart followed the officials' interpretation of the laws of the game. The scrutiny only increased later in the match. In the 76th minute, another Norwegian corner led to fresh appeals when Sander Berge went down inside the penalty area after contact from behind as he tried to reach the ball. Norway's players immediately looked for a penalty, but play continued without one being awarded. The incident quickly became another replayed moment, with supporters debating whether the contact was enough to justify a spot kick or whether the officials made the correct decision. The debate only grew after another penalty area incident received no intervention from either the referee or the VAR team. Norway appealed for a foul after Sander Berge went to ground, but play continued. For many supporters, the contrast between that decision and the earlier foul involving Erling Haaland raised fresh questions about consistency. Across social media, fans compared several controversial moments from the tournament and argued over whether similar challenges were being judged the same way. At the same time, Norway will also look back at the chances they were unable to take. While leading 1-0, Alexander Sørloth broke forward on a dangerous 2-against-1 counter-attack, with Haaland making a clear run alongside him. A well-timed square pass could have created a huge opportunity to double the lead, but Sørloth held onto the ball, cut inside, and the move came to nothing. The missed opportunities continued. Later, Julian Ryerson delivered an excellent cross into the penalty area that found Haaland in one of his best aerial positions of the match, but his header went straight at Jordan Pickford. Head coach Ståle Solbakken introduced Antonio Nusa to add fresh energy, while Oscar Bob worked hard to create a late breakthrough. Despite those efforts, Norway could not find the decisive goal as difficult weather, and England's defence helped see the match through. Norway pushed one of the tournament favourites to the limit, but a combination of disputed officiating decisions and missed opportunities sent the match into extra time. England eventually came away with a 2-1 victory, leaving Norway to wonder what might have been after a game filled with dramatic turning points. The frustration was clear after the final whistle. During the live post-match coverage, reporters described an emotional atmosphere around the stadium, with many supporters voicing their anger over several controversial moments. Some broadcasters noted that the reactions from fans were so heated that much of the language being used could not be repeated on air. The match also reignited wider debates about trust in football's governing bodies and the use of technology in major tournaments. Commentators discussed how controversial decisions can fuel speculation and criticism, especially when supporters feel key incidents have not been explained clearly. Many called for greater transparency around officiating and VAR decisions to help reduce confusion after high-profile matches. Norway's players and coaching staff protested the earlier overhead cable incident as soon as it happened, but play continued. Once the match moved on, attention shifted to whether the officials had handled the situation correctly, with fans and analysts continuing to debate the sequence long after the final whistle. This controversy did not appear overnight. Throughout the tournament, several decisions have sparked heated discussions among fans, players, and analysts, with many questioning whether officiating and VAR have been consistent from one match to the next. Whether you believe the officials got these calls right or wrong, one thing is certain. Moments like these keep the debate alive long after the final whistle. Football is built on passion, and with that passion comes strong opinions. That's why matches like this continue to dominate conversations around the world. Supporters want clear decisions, transparent explanations, and confidence that every team is being judged by the same standard. What do you think? Was Norway treated unfairly, or did the officials make the correct decisions under the laws of the game? Share your thoughts in the comments because we want to hear your take. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Matchio, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest football stories, match analysis, and biggest controversies from around the world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.